Hey guys, welcome to my complete Discipline Priest PvP Arena guide. I'm starting from the top and I'm gonna cover all the basics that you will need to know if you want to be a good Discipline Priest in the World of Warcraft Cataclysm. And I'm gonna start up with some add-ons. So let's start up with the very first add-on. You see here, I'm tagging down in the bottle, that's my cast bar. It's called 80 cast bar and you can find it on Curse, such with all my add-ons. That's just because of the scale, it's not normally there. Then the focus will be there, so I will be able to target an enemy or anything, and still my focus cast by will be right there in the middle of the screen, which makes it easy to interrupt or mind control in or calling out cyclones and stuff like that. Just calling out CC in general. So let's move on to the next add-on. Next add-on is cooldowns. I know there's a lot of different cooldown add-ons, but this is the one I found the most simple and I found the most valuable. When I use a spell, it just appears on it, and it says, it just counts down, and I like that a lot. The next section of this guide will be my spec. This spec is purely for discipline. No other healers will have any benefits of this. And I'm just gonna rush a little bit through it and show you some of the basic stuff that you can take. In the first tier, I feel all of the spots. I feel powered shield out, 20% more absorption. I feel twin discipline for 6% more healing, and I also feel mental agility for instant spells, mana reduction. Next tier, I take in a sanction for the speed bonus. Makes it nice to run out people, especially when it stacks with the earth and agility, movement and speed increase on my boots. Soul Warding reduces the cooldown on your power with shield by 2 seconds, makes it easy to shield yourself and a party member very quick. Renewed Hope in the next tier, followed by Power Infusion and Inner Focus. Inner Focus makes your next healing spell cost no mana. I have a 50% more chance to crit, which is very nice. Power Infusion. In a PvP, I usually never pop this on myself. It increases all casting speed and reduces all mana cost on all spells by 20%. I very rarely cast it on myself. I usually cast it on my arena partner Bobbert to increase his DPS. And Renewed Hope increases the critical chance effect on my healing spells when targets are is inflicted by weakened soul, or if I have the grace effect. In the next tier, I got Rapture, which gives me mana when my shield is completely absorbed, and Power Time, which increases my haste when I cast a shield. I see many people spec into Reflective Shield, and I agree that it cannot be fun. It is a very nice talent, but the damage that it pumps out ain't really that much of a big deal, and I feel like I'm missing out on other talent if I put my points into it. And in many cases, the Discipline Priest probably won't be the kill target. And if you're a good Discipline Priest, you will of course try to run out, not liking to being hit. That makes sense. So I decided not to take it. If you find other ways, totally up to you. It's a taste thingy. You can take it if you like. I don't judge you. It's okay. In the next tier, Strength of Soul. This reduces the weakened soul depot on targets when you heal with a Greater Heal Flesh Heal and Heal, and that's very great. And also it makes you immune to silence and interrupt and dispel effects for 5 seconds whenever you do Inner Focus, which is really nice in Arena. Divine Aegis. Let me just demonstrate this little thing. Allow me. I just need a crit. There it goes. It's crit. Then I have Divine Aegis, and it absorbs, I think it's 20%? Well, 30% of the amount healed. So that's really nice, and it actually stacks. Let me just see how much I can get it up to. See how high I can get it. Just gonna spam this bit, see it going up. Slowly. Come on, give me some crits. Apparently I don't want to crit right now. See there? And it stacks up and it keeps going like that. Which is really nice. And pain suppression reduces all the damage taken by 40%, which is really nice if you combine it with powered barrier. Then you have 65% damage reduction, which is really nice. Focused will. Whenever you get struck by critical, greater than the 10% of your health, it will reduce all damage taken. Really nice talent for surviving. Grace. Whenever you heal any target, the target receives grace, which increases all healing received by 24%, which you can see I'm mouse overing it up here in the corner. And then powered barrier, which reduces all damage taken by 25%, and spell casting will not be interrupted by damage while under the barrier. And then let's move on to the holy tree. There's a couple of different things you can do here. This is how I like to do it. You can spec into renew if you like that. I personally don't. I decided to go Divine Fury for the decreased and greater heal. Greater heal can be a very effective heal if you get the time to get it off. Especially if you throw yourself a powered shield and do in a focus, and you get a decrease in the casting time and a crit, which triggers Divine Aegis, which is like 50k healing right there, and you won't be able to be interrupted, silenced, or dispelled. So that's a really nice tactic. Also, empowered healing, which just increases all my major healing spells by 50%, decreases my casting time on heal and greater heal. Desperate Prayer. Now, let me show you an example of Desperate Prayer. I'm just gonna make this wasp attack me, and bring me down to a pretty low health. And when he's there, I'm gonna use my Desperate Prayer and my macro and my trinket, which I macro together, and you will see how much healing it actually does, and it saves my ass a lot of times when I'm getting real low. So now I'm 60% health, and I have to say this was a DK who was furious and wanted to beat me. I'll just do my Desperate Prayer, Trinket Macro, and bam! I'm on a shield and a Reno and a penance. I'm full health again. The last talent is Inspiration. Inspiration reducing the damage taken by 10% after receiving a critical heal by all the healing spells you eventually got. Let's move on to the glyph part. For glyphs, I decided to take Penance because Penance is one of the most crucial spells we got as a disc. It's very mana efficient and it heals for a great amount, especially if it crits. It gets really nice heals off. Right there, boom, around 17k healing in a matter of seconds. Power with Shield, it also heals me for 20% of the amount healed. It's around 5 to 6k. Flash Shield, whenever a target is below 25%, the critical effect of a flash heal is increased by an additional 10%, which is really nice. For the major glyphs, I decided to go with Prayer of Mending, which increases the amount of heal by 60%. And I also decided to go with Glyph of Master Spell, which reduces the cast time of Master Spell by 1 second. If you don't know what Master Spell does, it's the ability we priests use to dispel bubbles by paladins and ice blocks by a mage. And when you now to the key binding guide part of the guide. Okay, if you make it full screen now and put it in HD, which I already said earlier, you will have a much easier time now. If you look down here and look at my key bindings, it's like 1 through 4, and then Q, E, R, F, G, X, T, and mouse button. I have 2 mouse buttons on my mouse, which I find extremely useful. One of them is penance and one of them is a dispel. I also have a dispel for myself, which I've macroed in, so it doesn't target me, it just dispels me, which is extremely nice. I've done it so that mainly all my keys, they are at the right side with my left hand, so it makes it easy to operate, which is great. I use Shift, Control, and Alt. Of course, that's just me. I'm using them all because I like them all. Some people doesn't like using Control, but I like it because that's how I roll. One speed, one gear, go, Control thingy. I just find the setup really, really nice and easy to hit. But my greatest tip for today as a healer, and this works for any healing class in this game in arenas, targeting your party members. You may be able to see here that the party is very huge. It is not like that here normal, it's again because of the scale. I use this to be able to see when people are in the spells, and you can actually when people have stuff on them that is dispellable, and you can actually make it in here. I think it's in raid frames. Yes, here it is. And then you say display only dispellable buffs. If you got that right. So right there you see he was in a slow. I will be able to dispel him. But how would I be able to target him? Am I going to like click him and be a little bit of a clicker? No, you are not. I've binded something very nice for my mouse. If you roll down into your key binding option and you find the place that's called targeting functions, you'll see here target party member 1 and target party member 2. I only play 2s and 3s in arenas, so I won't ever be needing these two. So if I want to target, if we say we were in an arena, me and Cockmay, I would just see, okay, shit, he's dropping low, mouse wheel up, targets him instantly, fresh heal. Oh shit, I'm dropping low, control, mouse wheel down. I bounded that to myself, so I can easily switch between me and him, which you can see right there. I'm just switching between me and him. And if I had a third guy in a combo, it would just be mouse wheel down. He's mouse wheel up, I'm control, mouse wheel down, he's mouse wheel up, and the last guy would just be mouse wheel down, which makes it really nice for targeting your arena members. I found that extremely useful. It takes a little bit of time getting used to, but of course it makes you feel like you're getting a lot more out of your mouse than you would otherwise. Auto was understandable, but I'll just show you the key binding again real quick so you understand what it's all about. Target party member 1, mouse wheel up. Target party member 2, mouse wheel down. Target self, control, mouse wheel down. So if I want to target myself, I just hold down control, very simple, roll my mouse wheel down, and I'll be targeting myself. And then I can heal myself up. Oh shit, he's dropping down, mouse wheel up, throw him a shield, throw him a dispel, whatever you name it, give him a grab, pain suppression, really, really nice. So that pretty much covers my binding part. Of course, people have different choices in how they want to set up their bindings. This was just to give you an example of how I do it and how I have all my bindings in range of my left hand. The first I go away is actually G. Well, that pretty much covers everything in this guide. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're gonna be useful with it. So I hope you're gonna pwn some noobs in arena. And man, I burn the shit out of their healers. Please check out my channel and subscribe if you liked it. There'll be a lot of more PvP footage on this channel in the future. And now I'm just gonna leave you with this awesome dubstep, and you're gonna have a nice day. See you guys. Take care.